see the fan. I'm just going to check, make sure that's recorded all right. Boom! Hi guys, and welcome. So this is me, Amputee Adele, back home a few days after my surgery I had on Monday, and I thought I'd give you guys a quick update, how it all went, what happened, and let you know that I'm back home safely, and how it all went. Last time I spoke to you guys it was Sunday, and I posted my video to say that I was on my way Sunday evening for my surgery on Monday, and yeah, everything went super well. Got into the ward, got locked out of the ward in the evening because I went out to speak on the phone to my dad and my other half because it was kind of really warm, so I went outside a bit cool to get some fresh air, and then I couldn't get back into the ward. It was like 10 o'clock in the evening, and I didn't get back until 11 o'clock to the ward because I had to wait for somebody because there was a security to buzz me in, which was quite amusing. I couldn't find anyone to actually buzz me in through to get back into the ward because the nursing staff, there was less on at night, so they were all kind of busy, and no one was looking for little old me. So in the end, there was a healthcare assistant walking up and down the corridor from a completely different ward, and he said, can you let me into the ward please? And he did. So I slept pretty dang good, and then I was woken up at 7 o'clock in the morning, had to put my gown on, the paper underwear, all that good stuff, and then I was second on the list, so that meant I got to chill for like most of the morning, just sat there in my gown and my paper knickers, my dressing gown on, ready to go, and just waiting for the call to action. I think it was about 11 o'clock in the morning in the end when the theatre porters came down to fetch me, whistled me up there, and then I had my surgery. I don't actually know how long it all took, I'll be honest, because I was like given like sedation, but like a sub-anaesthetic dose, so it's the same drugs as they give you normally for an anaesthetic, but in like lower amounts, and like in a sort of like gradual infusion through a cannula, and you have oxygen and all the rest of it. So they'd set me up. I was like lying on my front. I was lying on my front like that, as the surgery was going to be on my back and all the rest of it. And then I literally don't remember much other than talking to the lovely, and there's this lady who was really awesome. We were just talking about all the different type of anaesthetic drugs I'd ever had, and the next thing I know I'm like yabbering on, and it was a bit like being really, really drunk and talking loads of rubbish, and you know that you're talking rubbish but you can't stop at the same time. And I was just like, yeah, Propanol is so good, it's like the best anaesthetic, and probably looking like, it was a bit like Steve O's Anaesthetic Olympics. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a quick link up there because it's funny. It's the most hilarious thing ever. But yeah, it was a bit like that, and admittedly probably a bit embarrassing really. I was just like completely but it was quite funny because it's just like a warm body sensation, and I know the next thing I know I had no clue what was going on. I was completely out of the count and just away and asleep. Halfway through, just remember feeling a bit of a twinge, and it must have been just enough to wake me up, and I just said, that hurts. I don't know if they gave me like more stuff, because then the next thing I knew I just don't remember again. And then sometime after that, as it was all finished off and they were putting the dressing on my back and all the rest of it, I was sort of coming round, and it was all over. They rolled me off the operating table, took me down to recovery, had a chill there, and yeah, there I waited, went back up to the ward, and they'd said that everything had gone really, really well. Winnie wants to come in the video and say hello everybody. It was really weird being without the doggo for one night and the other half. I have to say, we just treated it a bit like a holiday. We both needed a break from each other, so he sent me off for surgery. When I was coming around in recovery and everything was all cool, the neuromodulation nurse who deals with all the stuff to do with the spinal cord stimulator, programming kind of things. I did see her in theatre. Like in theatre, like everyone kind of pretty much looks the same to me because they're all like, apart from my surgeon dude who I kind of vaguely recognise me. But literally everyone's got their gowns on, all the stuff. It is a bit weird because when you're like the way I had my procedure, I've had this particular battery replacement done twice now. And you like actually are awake when you go into the operating theatre. You climb onto the table. You're completely like compos mentis, like you've got no like pre-med or anything at that point. So you actually do see the whole operating table, everything, the theatre, all the equipment, all the staff, all the machines are all like laid out there, all the imaging equipment, and then there's just like this operating table just waiting and then waiting for you to get on board. So it's kind of a bit weird, bit scary. It's my third time round doing this now, so I actually not too worried because the last one wasn't too bad, so I just had to put some faith in the medical staff, and they were really, really good. I have to say, apart from that, just a little bit of a twinge in the middle of the arm. I didn't really feel much, and they must have put so much local anaesthetic into my back. I genuinely didn't start feeling pain on the implant surgical site until about, I want to say about 5-6 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening, when the other half of the community, when we were on the way home. So yeah, I got back to the ward, and they fired up with the remote control. I'm about to show you now. Now this is the weirdest thing. I had absolutely no idea that Apple had anything to do with spinal cord stimulators, but evidently they do. Present to you an iPod Touch 7th generation, and this is what you use to control your spinal cord stimulator these days, or my DRG, my dorsal root ganglion stimulator. So it's already like connected and everything, and in just a second I'm just going to show you on the screen. There we are. So when we look on the screen, it's got all the information, what program we're on. It's got like a sleep timer, all kinds of stuff. I can adjust the strength of it there, so it's pretty cool to have the stimulator working again. It's like having like a warm, fuzzy pins and needles sensation in your leg, like all the time, like from the knee, from my stump down essentially. It's a bit of a weird one to get used to, but I've got used to it, I guess, really. I don't know, but I'd forgotten kind of what it felt like. But yeah, I can adjust the settings a little bit. I can change it up and down. I can actually turn it on and off as well. So if I yeah. But so it turns out that the rest of the iPod is like completely working. So they'll have disabled the rest of the functions. Like, nah, everything else works. So it turns out that I managed to get an iPod Touch for it all as well. So good times. But yeah, so that's the new remote control. I wish I could show you the old one. It was bigger than an old school Game Boy. I don't even know what size to even equate it with. It was enormous. I've had the stimulator 10 years now, and so the technology has changed considerably over those 10 years, so it's quite exciting to know that this new battery I've had now, I'll see if I can find some pictures online to show you the differences between the shape and the size, but this one is, I think, maybe slightly smaller in the sort of outward dimensions that you can see, rounder around the edges, so less square, but deeper, so it'll stick out further in my body. I will show you the surgery site very quickly. There's not really an awful lot to see, but you can sort of see because my dressing is one of those weird ones that's like transparent, so you can see through, and it's got like a honeycomb waffle kind of have to put you off honeycomb waffles for the rest of your life when you think of my back surgery. But I'm so glad to be back home. I tell you, it's so nice being back here in sunny Shropshire. The weather's been really nice, like all from like the whole time I was self-isolating. It's been really, really gutting, and I've got some like pretty devastating news to tell you guys in a minute. But yeah, I can't believe it. I've got my stimulator working again. That's all buzzing, and yeah, this is all healing. I think I've got a couple of weeks before, 12 to 14 days before the stitches have to come out, and I've got to go to my doctors for another procedure anyway with the nurse, so I'm going to ask them if they can take out my stitches at the same time. I'll give them a ring beforehand because I know what they're like, but if they can take out that'd be super awesome. Yeah, the whole experience was like really cool. Sounds really strange, but no, it all went really well. The girls I was on the ward with me, there was a couple of younger girls, and the rest of the ladies were like sort of like older, sort of, I don't know, 50s and 60s, and they were just really awesome fun to be around. I'll be honest, for a neuro ward where, like, you know, people could have any kind of things, because it's a neurology specialist hospital. There's, you know, it's just neurology there, and you know, there's some pretty devastating neurological illnesses, and you know, but no, there was the folk. Everyone was really nice. I was cared for really, really well. Aside from having to have dry toast because there was no dairy-free butter, can't blame the guys, and having to have a what do we call it, baked potato dry as well, again because of no butter, can't blame them. I took my own milk with me and my own decaf tea bag, thank goodness for that, otherwise I'd have gone thirsty for 2 days. But no, it's kind of like annoying when you've got to pack all your stuff with you everywhere you go, and go, you know, bring all your different foods and stuff, and I just feel like the most awkward person in the world. But thank goodness for vegan food, because if it wasn't for the vegans, I'd have very little options altogether. Today is Wednesday. You're going to be seeing this video probably on Thursday, because I'm posting earlier than usual, because I really wanted to let you guys know how it had all gone. And also, well, the whole story was like fresh in my mind, but like my doctor was like really awesome. I did laugh with him afterwards, because I was a bit embarrassed about how much I might, like, what I was going on about, and it probably was, that sounded really dumb, because I was probably trying to sound like really educated about how much I knew about anaesthetics and pharmacology and all the rest of it, and I probably just come across like a complete like those videos you see on YouTube. I'll probably manage to find one now too, where someone's completely high on like sedative and whatever, and they're just talking completely. You have no idea what you're talking. It's so funny, so funny. That was like it started like what's the word, like completely sober as well, because obviously when they first started talking, I'm lying on my front, the anaesthetic, the anaesthetist's there. Puts the cannula in my hand and all the rest of it, and then she was talking about what we're going to do, and I could see like the pump syringe drivers are in front of me, and the one's got propranolol in it, which is like an anaesthetic agent, and then that's like, usually like the milky white one you usually see them put in the back of your hand, but because they were giving it as an infusion to sort of keep me sedated but not unconscious, they give you like much smaller amounts. They give you oxygen like all the same. I still had to wear like a stupid face mask for the entire procedure, but I had to have the nasal cannula oxygen like that way instead. So it started off like completely sober, and I'm on my front and I'm just talking to her, and the next thing I know I'm just like talking all kinds of rubbish. I really had no idea, but yeah. I'm back on the ward, and my surgeon comes down to talk and let me know everything went great and I can go home. This is all on the same day, so this is really a hunky-dory, and everything went really well. The wires didn't break, he connected it all up. I said, this is brilliant, And I said, oh doctor, I'm really sorry, I was like, completely off my head. I feel like a bit of an idiot. I might have been a bit embarrassing while I was all on that sedative. And to which he turned around and said, well, actually, I was just paying more attention to the surgery, to be quite honest. To which I responded, thank goodness for that. I was really worried. I said, that's the sort of thing you want to know with confidence. So A, I couldn't hear what the heck I was going on about, and B, his mind's on the game. The most important thing ever is he's not paying attention to the crap that's coming at me. I mean, I suppose he's used to like weirdos like me all day. But this doctor, I won't say his name because like I keep confidentiality on that. I'll call him Dr. S for thingy's sake. But like, yeah, Dr. S is probably the longest doctor and pain consultant I've had. Since 2012 I've been seeing this guy. I had my implant on the 12th, 2012, and I was number 5, I believe, of the people at that. I don't know if it was in the entire country, but certainly in that hospital at the Walton Centre, the 5th person to have that, the dorsal root ganglion stimulator. So, and evidently they don't really implant them that much now. But yeah, he's a really awesome guy, and it was a really humbling experience, because I have to say, like, I've been feeling up and down quite a lot, especially through the winter with my mood and stuff, and struggling a bit with feeling low. But it was actually really sort of a nice sort of, what's the word, reminder to me how grateful I am that technology exists in the way that it does these days. And my mind's blown. Maybe it's just because I just so much stuff changes every day, but like inside my body is this machine and electronics, and it's all generating these stimulate these impulses, and it's giving me like a buzz down a leg that doesn't even exist. That's the weirdest thing, right? So if I turn the stimulator on or off, the sensation completely changes, and it's super strange. You're thinking, how can an electrode in your spine make a sensation in a part of your body that doesn't even exist? All I can say is medical marvel. What can I say? Thank you very much, doctors all over the world that helped develop the spinal cord stimulator, because you guys genuinely deserve a round of applause, which I can't give because I'm wearing a cup of tea. No, that will happen if I do the applause, but I'm drinking tea. I might just have to change the shutter speed. Give me a second, it's getting a bit dark. I'll try and show you. So there we are, guys. So Squeam alert in advance. There's not really that much to see, but that's the implant site there. And yeah, it's quite swollen at the moment. Just thought there's iodine around it. I've got to keep it super dry, so I can't shower and stuff at the moment. Probably can't hear what I'm saying because I'm talking away from the microphone. But yeah, so that's the 3rd time that scar's been opened and closed on my back. It's pretty crazy, really. As I said, there's not really much to see. Still quite sore at the moment. It's like I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like a bit swollen, and from the side I don't know if it's going to be like that sticky out, altogether, but that's what it looks like at the moment. I have to say that the dressing causes me massive itches. It's that clear stuff. It's just I want to scratch it so bad constantly. But no, I am extremely grateful for the incredible technology and the healthcare system and the NHS, the Walton Centre. Hats off to you guys, seriously. 10 years been looking after me, and I'm humbled and I should never forget how lucky I am to have what I do, the technology inside me. I should not have been in the situation in the first place where all these things happened in my life, but sometimes, you know, that's not what's important. It's about how you move forward from that and how you make your life better from that, and those guys are some of the guys that have helped me do that by helping me with my pain relief. So thank you very much, Walton Centre. You guys know who you are and you're doing an awesome job, but yeah, you know, there's a reason they're a centre of excellence. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best hospitals I've ever been in. All that being said, I don't really have that much to talk to you about today. I'm absolutely exhausted, I'll be honest. So this is Wednesday. I wanted to do the video, like, I came home Monday night, we had pizza and I went straight to bed. I slept most of like yesterday, I just felt really tired, and then today I had a bit of a nap this afternoon. But I have taken the dog out a little bit for a little bit of a walk. I've got to be really, really careful. There's one thing I do have to talk to you guys really, really quickly about, and my surgeon has said that I'm not allowed to do any vigorous activity. I'm pretty sure that includes skateboarding. I didn't tell him I do skateboarding. For once, 12 weeks, 3 months. So that means I'm not going to be able to do any skating or blading for 3 months, and I can't believe it because the weather is just starting to get nice. I'm like, oh my god. That means we've got plenty of time to get good at Kendama instead, doesn't it, I guess, guys? But yeah, so for the next 3 months there probably isn't going to be much skating on this video. However, I do have a lot of videos from the past. I really wanted to do some like fun videos, like maybe the best of my like fails and fails and that type of thing, because I've got 12 months of video footage of Amputee Adele failing miserably, and I was sure you guys would like to see some of those, a compilation of those best fails, and maybe we could do like a wins as well, so we can do my best tricks of the last 12 months, and you know, it's like a progression video. That'd be really cool too. So I've got some skate footage. I have got one video I would like to do for you guys. I don't know if it's going to come out this Saturday or maybe following Saturday, but this is a video I filmed prior to my surgery, so and that does involve skating. I'm thinking we could do some fingerboarding. I'd like to do that. I've got quite a lot of Kendama tricks that I would really like to try, including the new video that I was trying to put up the other day. That one will be finished, but yeah, Kendama has been like a super important part of my life, and I'm really grateful I've got it, because that's one thing I can do while I'm still sitting down. In fact, I've actually learned to become quite good at this art of like sitting down Kendama. Around Japan. Alright guys, I'm going to get out of here now as it's done time. It's getting dark, it's getting cold, I'm getting sore and I need to rest. But yeah, this is just a quick update what's going on. As for no skating, don't panic guys, we're going to rest, we're going to get this good. At the end of the day, it's important that I rest and get it right, because if I don't and dislodge it, this is an extremely expensive and difficult item to replace and fix, and including the fact that it involves my spinal cord as well. So we're talking about serious stuff here, and I know you guys you know, will be patient as you always are, and I thank you guys for supporting me throughout all this time. If you like this video, if you like all my other videos, and if you haven't watched my other videos, what are you still doing? Smash that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Must be those meds still in my body. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Hit the bell to be notified every time I drop a video, and that's every Saturday at UK about 8 PM thereabouts. It's always changing, but yes, every Saturday I'm dropping a video. It's Kendama, skating, blading, Winnie, whippets, life, adaptive stuff with me, Amputee Adele, and just the stuff I get up to. My Instagram, you can find that down below, all the good stuff, at amputee.adele. And yeah, if you want to support my videos, don't forget I do have a few links down below. My Epidemic Sound one, that's for the music that you hear in the background in all my videos and all the sound effects. And also Buy Me a Coffee, where you can donate to this channel to help support this channel and keep it rolling and rocking while we're going. I'm going to get out of here guys, as it's my dinner time. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'm going to rest up and get better. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you as always for your support. One love, peace, worry less, skate more, shred more, play Dharma more. Don't forget everybody, you've got it. Peace, one love. Swim when now.